Welcome back to World Explorer Mind WEM, where we uncover the stories shaping our world today. I really appreciate you being here. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's get started. Here are 30 interesting facts about Vietnam, covering its culture, history, geography, and more. Culture and daily life. Motorbikes Rule. Vietnam has a colossal number of registered motorbikes. Estimates often put the number around 45 to 77 million, making them the primary mode of personal transport in cities. A nation of coffee lovers. Vietnam is the second largest exporter of coffee in the world, after Brazil, and is famous for its robusta beans and unique coffee drinks like Tha Pha, iced coffee with condensed milk, and egg coffee, Tha Pha. The S shape. The country's long, narrow, and curving shape along the South China Sea is often likened to a letter S or a dragon. A tonal language. Vietnamese is a tonal language, meaning the same word can have 6 different meanings depending on the pitch and inflection used. Surname popularity. Approximately 40% of the population shares the surname Nguyen, as it was the name of the last imperial dynasty. Pho is national. The iconic noodle soup, pho, considered the national dish and is typically eaten for breakfast. French culinary legacy. The famous sandwich, banh mi, is a perfect example of French colonial influence, combining a baguette with Vietnamese fillings and herbs. The ân la, the traditional conical hat, ân la, is not just a cultural symbol. It's a practical item that shields wearers from both sun and rain. Water puppetry, Mua Rien Chi Si. This unique traditional art form originated in the Red River Delta over 1,000 years ago, with the stage being a pool of water. The kitchen gods in Vietnamese culture. There are 3 Tao Quan, kitchen gods, who live with each family and report to the Jade Emperor on New Year's Eve about the family's actions. History and heritage. TT is everything. TT Nguyen An, Lunar New Year, is the most important and celebrated holiday in Vietnam, marking spring, a time for family reunion, and a person's birthday. Traditionally, everyone turns a year older on Tet. The Latin alphabet. Although heavily influenced by China historically, Vietnamese uses the Latin alphabet, Quoc Eng, a writing system developed by Portuguese missionaries in the 17th century. Chinese influence. Vietnam was under Chinese imperial rule for over 1,000 years, a period that heavily shaped its political structure, Confucian and Buddhist traditions, and high culture. Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. The embalmed body of the revolutionary leader, Ho Chi Minh, Uncle Ho, is on display in a massive mausoleum in Hanoi, Hu's imperial city. Hu was the imperial capital of Vietnam from 1802 to 1945 under the Nguyen dynasty and is home to a magnificent walled fortress and palace complex. The Siu Chi Tunnels. Located near Ho Chi Minh City, this is an immense 200-kilometer-long network of underground tunnels used by the Viet Cong during the war. A country of 54 ethnic groups, the majority of the population belongs to the Kin Viet people, about 86%. But the government officially recognizes 54 different ethnic groups, many of whom live in the Central Highlands and mountainous northern regions. Geography and nature. The world's largest cave, the Sen Un Cave in Phong Nha Caban National Park, is the world's largest natural cave passage by volume, big enough to hold a skyscraper. Ha Long Bay's Islands. H Long Bay, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is famous for its thousands of towering limestone karst islands topped with lush greenery. The Roof of Indochina. Phan Xipang Mountain in the far north is the highest peak in Vietnam, 3,143 meters, and the highest in the entire Indochina Peninsula. The Mekong Delta. Known as the Rice Bowl of Vietnam, this southern region is a sprawling, fertile network of rivers and swamps where the Mekong River empties into the sea. The lotus is the national flower. The lotus flower is esteemed for its beauty and ability to rise clean from muddy water, symbolizing purity and optimism in Vietnamese culture. The Sala, Asian unicorn. Vietnam is home to one of the world's rarest and most mysterious large mammals, the Saola, which was only discovered by scientists in 1992. Long coastline. Vietnam has a long and varied coastline, stretching over 3,260 kilometers, excluding islands, offering diverse beaches and geography from north to south. Economy and miscellaneous major exporter. Beyond coffee, Vietnam is a world-leading exporter of several goods, including cashew nuts, no one globally, black pepper, and dragon fruit. Millionaire currency. The official currency is the Vietnamese Han VND, which has a very low value relative to the US dollar, meaning visitors quickly become millionaires when exchanging currency. High literacy rate. Vietnam has an impressively high adult literacy rate, generally over 95%. The Golden Bridge, Siêu Viễn Ji. This famous tourist attraction near Da Nang features a spectacular bridge held up by two giant sculpted stone hands. Love Market. In the mountainous Supa region, an annual Love Market festival is held, originally serving as a place for ex-lovers and various ethnic groups to meet and socialize. Snake wine, Rue Ran. A traditional elixir, snake wine is made by fermenting whole venomous snakes in rice wine, believed to have medicinal and restorative properties. That's today's story. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me for the next more stories coming your way soon. Don't just watch history, be part of it. Subscribe and join the journey. Thanks for watching World Explorer Mind WEM.